so funny. What is this? Oh, is that the... Oh, there it goes.
No, I put water poopies.
Here we go.
Lava poopy?
Okay, let
Obi.
me know.
What?
Are we live? Let me check.
Much poopy.
Did you connect?
I think I did. I think I did. Let me see. I never know how to go into it. Okay. Awesome. Welcome in. It is Thursday. I am excited. We are almost to the weekend. And let me pull this down. Okay.
All right, we're good.
All right, Obi. Are you ready to do a little dance today?
Yeah.
I love it. Let me go ahead and double check this right here. I always wonder how we can make this bigger, but it's always... You can't, huh?
We have Henry in the house.
Let me see.
Have Henry.
Oh, never mind.
Henry.
What's
welcome
up,
in.
Papa Henry?
Thank
Henry
you
says,
so much for being here.
We live.
We live. All right. Thank you, Henry. Welcome in.
Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday on Thursday.
On Thursday.
Yeah, but we kind of...
He said, hi, Dee, Chilo, Obi, and Rex.
Rex is
Hello.
under me.
Rex is under here somewhere.
He's under me.
Hey, JJQ.
Welcome
What?
in, JJQ.
How's it going? How's it
JJQ
going?
says, hey.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hey.
Oh, Rex
Don't
wants
box-
to show you guys something.
That book, he gave it to me. It's
Oh,
the
wow.
greatest.
I haven't seen that one.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
I know. I was
bet
gonna...
you got a TikTok.
Yeah, but I ended up buying it because this, since we homeschool, we get funds and we can use that towards like educational games and toys. Some toys, like as long as they're educational,
No, it's all educational.
we can use it. So I ended up buying that for them.
Can we open this?
Not
you
right now,
cannot
buddy.
open
Not
it
right now.
You guys can go watch Snoopy if you want. You guys can turn the TV on. Okay?
What about this?
No, you have to wait for me to open this. But this is what I got for them. It's called the Balance Activities Set
So if
for the
it's
number blocks.
If it's the greatest, if it's the greatest, only boy and girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, and girls. Okay, alright. You guys cannot open it.
It's time.
Okay.
They want to open it, but I know if I let them open it right now, they're good. The blocks
gonna
are
be
going to
a
end up
mess.
everywhere.
It's
So
gonna
I
be
want to
everywhere.
make sure that
Yeah.
I am there when they open it. So it's Thursday. I cannot believe how quick the week went by. I am looking forward to this weekend. It's definitely going to be a busy weekend. I haven't seen my friend Donna in such a long time, and she texted me and said that she was going to go to church on Sunday, so I'm excited to go see her. I told her I will be there on Sunday. I promise you I will not miss on Sundays, so we can hang out. We also had a busy week.
We sure did. We're still having a busy week, man. We tired. This parenting stuff and adulting stuff is no joke, man.
We actually just got home. So we took
Like,
Obi to
literally.
the hockey practice. And we just got home like 30 minutes ago, maybe?
I'm about to be in hockey
Yeah,
camp.
go.
Yeah. JJQ said, hey fam. Thank you so much for being here, JJQ. She said, ooh, looks cool. Yeah, it looks like a pretty cool game. I'm excited to open it up for them. Henry said, don't forget to look in your lock in your likes.
Oof, ni puedes leer.
I can't see. I see blurry. Lock in your likes on the way in, friends. Yes, thank you so much, Henry, for that reminder. He said, same. I'm exhausted. Me too. It's been non-stop this whole week. Like literally go, 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 go. Now Obi just started doing swimming and music. We're gonna start T-ball soon. They've already started practicing for T-ball, but we just haven't actually gone.
The registration just opened up, so they were doing like a pre-practice practice.
Yeah, so we're gonna be busy with that on Saturdays. It's just a lot going on. So, my brain is all over the place today. JJQ said my Forever 21 is closing.
They're all closing, JJQ. They're all closing.
I know, it makes me so sad. And we are gonna get into that because I do want to talk about that today.
Hey, what?
Oh, we went to Savers and Rex found this. Put it on the table so they can see it dance.
He's dancing with a guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, take it.
It's a broken guitar. But it's a broken guitar by accident.
No, it's not broken.
I think
Okay.
it's a broken guitar by accident.
Okay.
Obi decided to play the piano this time
Yeah,
around.
he's gonna be learning the piano. Last year he was doing the ukulele.
The
Ukulele. It's a ukulele.
And he had fun doing that. He learned a few songs. He actually learned the theme song for
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park
Star
and,
Wars.
and a Star Wars one, I think.
Oh yeah, he
he was
learned
starting
Star
to do
Wars
that.
and Jurassic Park. But now he wants to do the piano because he's been watching videos of like people doing the
Piano?
notes on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's like, I want to do that too. So luckily, through the school funds, we were able to order a piano. So he should be receiving that sometime soon this upcoming week.
Yeah, it's
I
exciting.
hope.
It's exciting.
Yeah, and I can't wait for him to like play some songs for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. I always wanted to learn how to play something, and I never had the opportunity to. So now looking at him doing it, it's exciting to watch him learn and play the ukulele, and hopefully now play some songs in the piano.
Yeah. JJQ put a sad face. I know, I'm pretty sad about it too. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. JJQ said, so cute. I know, the little guitar. It's so funny. I wasn't going to buy it for him, but he fell in love right away. Huh? He's
Yeah,
like,
he
"That's
hugged
so
it right away, and he was
cute."
like, "Oh my god!"
We went to Savers. We found it at Savers. And I think it was like $8 or something. So I'm like, we had a coupon. So I'm like, okay, take it. But then we couldn't use the coupon. And I had already said yes. So I'm like, okay, just take it.
We won like $8.
We got Corey in the
What's
house.
up, Corey?
Welcome in, Corey. Thank you so much for being here. I
Thank
was
you for-
actually watching your live for a little bit earlier. We were in the hockey practice. So I didn't jump in to say hi. But we were definitely watching for a little bit. Henry said the piano. He put the piano out. Yeah, I'm excited for us to get that piano.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone's saying hi to Corey. Henry said, me too, Chilo. I tried learning the accordion. Pero nope.
Oh, the accordion would have been a good one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks kind of hard though to play. Like to learn.
Angel said it's not.
Really?
Yeah. Angel
'Cause-
has one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he said it's not. He said just take some practice. You know, like anything, there is a learning curve, and there's a lot of keyboards, and so it does take some time to learn that. But doing the thing, as long as you know the rhythm that you're trying to do, he said is pretty easy. So just take some practice.
You should
But-
tell him to teach you guys.
Yeah, man, I will.
JJQ said, Henry said, JJQ, she says hello, she'll be in soon. Who, Isa? I love you, Isa. JJQ said, we have a guitar, but in the closet.
Oh.
Laugh out loud. Yeah, Obi's ukulele ended up in
It's
the closet,
too.
And I keep telling him, I'm like, practice, like, do some more songs. Because on YouTube, he can learn through YouTube as well. But, I don't know, I think he's just he likes it, but he's like more drawn to the piano. So hopefully he sticks to it with the piano.
We'll see. We're letting him explore different ones, and whatever he gets more into, then we'll try to push him a little bit more in that way. But
yeah,
he's gonna try a few of them.
Poor Obi, I feel like he's doing so much, but he loves it too.
Yeah, we're keeping him busy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We're keeping him busy. We want to make sure he's learning things and he's trying things, and that's the only way you kind of get to find out what you're really into.
Yeah,
by trying. So
yeah, that's true. And then once he once he says that that's what he wants to do, then we'll let him stick to it.
We'll focus on it.
So I completely missed Corey's comment. He said, check the hats out. Oh my gosh, guys. I just found this hat today. It says, it's all good in the woods.
In the woods with a Snoopy.
I had to buy it because, like there's a lot of like t-shirts or hats that say, it's all good in the hood. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And we love to go camping, so I felt like it was the perfect hat.
Yeah, I can't wait for this season.
Me too. We should start booking already.
Well, we first have to figure out a few things with schedule-wise.
Yeah.
With Obi's everything going on, but
that's true because he's starting
Rex
hockey
is gonna
camp.
probably start too. So I don't know if we're gonna put him into the T-ball too. Well,
it's definitely gonna be a busy month.
So it's gonna be a busy season right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Before summer.
Let's see. Henry said, "I like the button one. I've had a couple of them, but ended up selling them. Oh, no, you gotta keep it, and then just go at it. It's so easy to learn now with
YouTube.
With YouTube, yeah, I feel like with YouTube, it just makes it easier for you to pick up an instrument.
And they have some new apps now that help you learn it.
Mm-hmm.
And even for the piano and for the guitar, I saw this little adapter that makes it easy for you to learn in a color-coded way for kids. And so I'm sure that there's a version of that for adults, or even using the same version, but there's little things now that you can use to help you learn it faster alongside the videos on YouTube. Right.
We got Gumballs in the house.
What's
she says,
up, M&Ms?
Hi, awesome folks. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Val says hello. Hi, Val. Welcome in. Oh, by the way, I wanted to share something with you guys.
Okay.
Val made this painting for me, and I thought it was so freaking awesome. It is so cute. And she put the boys' favorite quotes right now. It says, "You blockhead." And then over here, "Good grief." And then she put all of our names. Oh, they're over here. All of our names, and then with our favorite colors.
The you blockhead.
Yeah, you blockhead.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in a frame, and we're gonna hang it up. We just have to find one that size, huh?
Rex.
JJQ said, "Oh, that's so cute. Love it." Right? Me too. Gumball said, "I bought my daughter the Esteban guitars. She just had to have never played it." Oh no. Yeah, I'm telling you, like, I hope that Obi doesn't just say like, oh, tries the piano and says, I'm over it. Like, I hope he sticks to it.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling that he will, because when we go to church, the pianist at church, he always talks to him. And I feel like he'll help him out too, huh? Like, once he starts learning, like, they talk about the piano all the time. So I feel like he'll get into it.
Hopefully. Because if he has somebody there that's kind of teaching him or just encouraging him to do it, and I think especially if it's not us, like someone else, then I think he'll probably get a little bit more into it, and he'll want to talk about it and do it. And so we're going to encourage him to do it.
Yeah. Gumball says, "Hi, Dee, Chilo, and boys." Gumball says, "Hi." They'll run in here right now. Hope you're doing well, though. Hope you're having a good week. So yesterday, we ended up missing our
live.
Whiskey Wednesday because we got tickets through Obi's program. They send us tickets all the time, but because they're always on Wednesday, Chilo always opts out of them. Like Chilo always says, like no, because
And they're not guaranteed. So there's like a lottery that goes into it. So it's like on a first come first served basis.
yeah.
And so we just don't apply to let other families go.
Well, yeah, that too. Like we don't want to. And I think they know. Like they see the names that come up. So if you continuously go, and there's other families that probably haven't gone yet and are also requesting tickets, I think they give the tickets to them first. And then it is first come first serve. But because I check my email regularly, I get pretty lucky to get the tickets. But again, because they are on Wednesday, Chilo likes to be here with you guys, and we want to stick to our regular schedule of going live on Wednesday. So we opt out pretty often. But yesterday, I was like, Chilo, I think we have to go to this one because it was Black History Month. Our whole group, like not the whole program, but the main organizer was going to be there. And a lot of like the people that we talked to from Obi's group was going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And they did have a mixer beforehand, which we didn't make to. And then after, they had ice skating on the ice that the Kings had just finished playing on.
So they had a post-game ice skating for the group, for
Yes.
the program, for a select number of people. I don't know how.
No, it wasn't just for the program. It was for everyone. It was open to everyone that was
sign up for it, right?
attending
Yeah.
the game, but you had to buy separate tickets for it. For us, because we are part of the program, we are automatically have that
It's a perk.
that
It's like an extra bonus.
ability to be able to do that. I didn't sign up for that because I was on my way to music class. I just saw the email. I pulled over real quick. I signed up for the tickets and I kept driving. So I never saw that option, and I was telling my friend, I'm like, I didn't see it. Like, I guess we're just not going to do it. But once we were there, I asked about it. I'm like, can we just go watch our family? Like, they already got the tickets. Like, they're going to be down there. Can we just watch them and take videos of them? And he was like, yeah, sure. He's like, but if you guys want to skate, you can too. And I was like,
Yeah, the guy was super cool. He was very, very welcoming. He's like, no, you guys come along. Like, if you guys all want to do it, just come and do it.
yeah, he's like,
And
as long
so-
as you guys sign the waiver.
Yeah, you just have to sign the waiver, and he gave us a little QR code, and you just have to sign right there your name and the date that you were there and all that, and you got to go in.
Mm-hmm. So the space was for 100 people, and there was definitely not 100 people
No.
on the floor.
No, definitely not.
So I don't know how much the tickets were for you to be able to go down there. I do know that people did buy the tickets because there was a group that had bought the tickets for the girl's birthday. Remember, they
Oh,
were saying
yes,
happy
yes.
birthday, and I know for sure they had bought their tickets. People from our program, there wasn't a lot of people on the ice either. So I think a lot of them ended
They
up
ended up
going
leaving.
home.
Yeah, they ended up
So
leaving.
there was space. I think they had like space for other people to join, and because again we're part of the program, we were able to do it. We were able to stick around and do it. Give me a second. Let me go back into the chat really quick. We got Hortensia in the house.
Hortensia.
Welcome in. She says hi, Dee and Chilo.
Hey, 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 hey.
I love it.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for being here. Henry said, OMG, Dee, that was so awesome. Ice skating on NHL ice.
It was.
I know. Okay, so let me catch up with the chat before I go into it. Everyone's saying hi to Hortensia. Gumball says, I love ice skating. Me too. Eminem said, that's so awesome. Yeah. Hortensia says, doing better now, hanging out with you guys. Henry, thank you so much, Hortensia. Honestly, like, And this is why Chilo doesn't like to skip going live on Wednesdays, because we just have so much fun hanging out with you guys. Like, it really gives us that push for the rest of the week to finish off the week. So
yeah, it's like it's in the middle of the week. It's hump day. Like we're getting closer, and so I think it's a good day for us too. It kind of works for our schedule.
And you know, we've been having so much fun with it too. Like watching everyone else's lives too. Like Bacon goes live in the middle of the day, and then so does Corey, and then we have Chris and Chris. Like Isa's been jumping in doing lives randomly like throughout the week, and then you know, we do the live and we get to hang out with you guys, and then Hortensia does on Fridays, and then Henry goes on Fridays too, and like it's just so much fun. So we actually
we have like a rotation going on.
Yeah, it's like we all hang out. I love it.
We're all hanging out during the
love
week.
it.
Each person in their own house, and we're all kind of just hanging out with each other in the chat. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Let me see. JJQ said, Henry, Val makes wonderful art, is for sure. Sorry, this is a late response. Was distracted. No worries, JJQ. But yes, she is actually an amazing artist. I absolutely love it. Henry said, JJQ, oh, thank you. She loves crafting. Hortensia said, I agree. It's cool. I love it too. Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, how we all get to still hang out with each other literally throughout the whole week. Yeah. So that's why we don't like missing lives, you know? Like, that's why we like to try to stick to our schedule. And I told Chilo, I'm like, like, we really have to go to this game tomorrow. And I'm like, so we'll just go live on Thursday, and we'll still do it on Thursday. But going back to the hockey event, so we got to watch the game. They usually give us tickets at the bottom, but this time they gave us tickets all the way at the top. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually loved it better.
It was actually a much wider view, and so we got to see the whole ice. And when we're in a lower level, you kind of like only have your view is only kind of on one side of it, so you can't really see what's going on the other side because of the angle that where we sit is usually like in the corner. And so as the angle, like, yes, you can see the players, but when you're in the top, you can see everything. And so it was actually a pretty cool view. We hadn't sat there before. Yeah,
Obi was kind of scared though, because, you know, like, I feel like
it's
once
steep.
you get up there,
steep.
it's really steep. And he was like, he's like, I don't like this one. It's too high up here. But once he sat down and like kind of settled in, he actually loved it. He was like, ooh, he was partying. He was cheering.
He was having a good time. We were definitely having a good time.
He was definitely having a good time. And there was a family sitting right in front of us with there was the mom, dad, and then the 3 little kids. And they were like kind of quiet when they got there. And Obi and Rex were hyping them up, huh? Towards the end of the game, the little kids were like, woo!
The little kid kept on looking back at Obi when he was screaming. He's like, yeah! I'm like, oh, it's okay to scream. Like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and I feel like that was the best part too. It seemed like there was more families upstairs than in the lower sections.
Definitely.
Yeah, because the lower sections, it's more like definitely more adults, more I want to say like pass holders, like
probably like annual holders. Season ticket holders. There you go. And upstairs there's like more families, so I think that's why I like being up there a lot more too. I don't know, it just, the vibes were there. We had a different, there was a different, and it wasn't as cold.
Oh, that's true.
And it wasn't as loud.
Yeah.
In the lower section, I don't know if like the speakers are like facing us directly, and it's just much colder and much louder down there. When we were up there, she took a blanket, right? Because it always gets cold. She took a blanket. We didn't even use it. I took my jacket off. I usually have 2 sweaters on, one on the bottom, one on top, and I had 1 sweater on this time, no problem. And usually I have to wear a beanie or a hat or something because my ears get cold. nothing. It was still chilly, right? But you don't feel it as much up there. So the sound and the coldness was not up there. So that was a big ups for me.
We got Jay in the house.
What's
He
up,
said,
Jay?
Hey, oh.
What's
Thank you so
going
much
on?
for being here, Jay. Welcome in. Yeah, I loved it up there. So anyway, so the game ended, and I was texting my friend Rob, and we were actually gonna go sit downstairs with them because there were some open seats, with the whole group. But Chilo was like, "Nah, I kind of want to stay up here. Like it's pretty cool up here." So we ended up staying up on top, and we were just texting back and forth because he wanted us to go downstairs when the ice skating started, and so again, we ended up being able to be part of it. And I didn't want to be picky. Like, I didn't want to be pushed. Or, I don't know what the word is. But I didn't want to take advantage, I guess. Like, I was kind of like, if you're going to let us do it, like, okay, like, just let Obi do it. Like, we don't have to do it, too, Because I didn't want to be like, oh, yeah, all of us, and da-da-da, And then the guy was like, no, it's okay. Like, all of you guys can do it as long as you sign the waiver. And I'm like, I was like, okay, you know what? Like, how am I not gonna say yes? Like, I feel like if I don't do this, I'm gonna regret it. And
the interesting part is that you hadn't been on the ice in such a long time. And so when we went to Santa Rosa, I ended up getting in the ice with Obi because he wanted to be with somebody, and you didn't want to go. So I was like, all right, I'll go. And I got in there. And so this time she was like, you want to go? You want to go? And I was like, nah, I don't want to go. Like, somebody has to stay with Rex. He can't skate yet. So we didn't want to take him in. And so she ended up signing up. I was like, all right, we'll sign the waiver and you go. And yeah, she did it. And so she got on there and she was like, woo.
Yeah, so because I haven't been on the ice in so long, I've actually been afraid to get back on the ice. Jay said, I thought it was Wednesday for a second. I know, we're throwing everybody's week off. But the good thing is that it is Thursday and we're almost close to the weekend. So I was telling Chilo, I'm like, dude, like, I don't want to get on the ice. My fear is not to fall. My fear is not to get on the ice. My fear is to fall and break something. Like, that's my fear. To break another bone,
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, because you guys don't know, she actually fell and broke her wrist, and it shattered. Like, it was complete shattered. She had to get reconstructive surgery, plate, all kind of stuff, physical therapy. I mean, the whole process was just, it was brutal.
Yeah. So I don't want to go through that again. I was telling, like, Chilo, that's always been my fear, to break another bone. But I told Chilo, I'm like, you know what? If they're giving us the opportunity and he's saying it's okay, like, I know I'm going to regret it. And he didn't want to do it. So I'm like, I'm just going to do it. Like, let's just, if I break a bone, ni modo.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it was going to be worth it. Because when do you really get a chance to be on that ice?
Yeah, you really don't. I mean, these opportunities are far and few in between. And so, we didn't want to pass it up. And so we were just going to let Obi, but then she's like, oh man, I should go too. He's being cool about it. The guy, the coordinator that took us down there was being super cool. And he was being very nice. And he was like, no, you guys can do it too as a family, and da-da-da. And I was like, all right, like, so she decided, and there she went.
Yeah. So I went in I was like, okay, like, Jesus, let me, please watch over me. Let me not break a bone today. And I went in, and it felt so good to be back on the ice. I haven't been on the ice since a year, 2 years after high school. Because shortly after, we moved out here and we never went back to Culver City. Or I think I was still in high school.
No, didn't you go? No, huh?
Because
Well, we
shortly
went one
after
time.
there,
We went a few
moved back.
times, and then we didn't go back. That's right.
Yeah, like we used to go to this place in Culver City really close to where we used to live. And once we moved out of that area, we
didn't go
never
back.
went
That's right.
back out there. So I haven't been on the ice since maybe 2005, if that. Because by 2006 we were already living
over
here.
Yeah.
So 2005, that's a long time.
That's almost 20 years ago.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my god, but it felt so good to be back on the ice. The only thing that sucked is that the skates were not sharpened, so the blade was really rough, and the ice was already rough because they had just finished playing on it. It was like very choppy. So the ice being choppy and then the skates being rough, like it was hard for me to skate, but I'm ready to get some skates and get back on the ice.
Let's do it.
I cannot wait. I'm gonna do it. Let me go back into the chat. Eminem said, "Me too, Jay." Jay said, "Good thing it's not. I need the weekend." Me too. Even though we have a busy weekend, I still need the weekend too. Gumba says, "I don't blame you, Dee." Right? Like I could not pass that up. I just had to do it. Thank you so much, JJQ, for dropping the links to all our friends. Gumba says, "Dee, you need a lot of cushion to protect you." That's true. So the only thing I should have gotten was like, I think the only thing I'll get is probably the wrist protectors. What are they called? Rex. Like just something to protect my wrist. Because at least if I fall back and put my hands out, like hopefully that'll protect my wrist. But I definitely am gonna get back on the ice. Like I'm gonna start looking for some cheap skates that we can grab, and then I can go with
Get down.
with Obi. Henry said, "After last Friday, I really want to get some rollerblades.
Let's go.
Let's do
Let's
it." So I was actually telling Chilo that we should get rollerblades, and then we can go to that park in Cerritos, and we can rollerblade around that area.
We can.
Gamba said, "Laugh out loud, Henry." JJQ said, "Henry, you're welcome, buddy." Oh, for dropping the links. Jay said, "Busy weekend equals expensive weekend. Busy weekend equals expensive weekend." Laugh out loud. I wish. It's actually, Chilo has a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish it was going to be
this weekend is going to be a budget-friendly weekend.
Yeah. He's actually going to be working, so it's going to be busy for him. And then busy for me, because I'm sure I'm going to have to keep the kids busy. Probably not going to be a fun weekend this weekend. Just a business busy.
There might be some fun in there.
Hopefully. You know, I don't know. Maybe we can sneak a trip to Knott's Sunday night. So tomorrow, Chilo has kickball. So we're doing kickball tomorrow. It's Chilo's last game. And we have to be there because it's the last game. That's
because
it.
then it's playoffs, and honestly, I don't think we make the playoffs.
Tomorrow at kickball.
Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna go kickball.
We're probably gonna go tomorrow.
Henry said, "Jay, laugh out loud." So true. And Jay said, "Team Pup and Suds, Soul Skaters." What is that? Henry said, "Finally, some kickball." I know. I hope that they don't cancel it last minute.
And it's going to be a double
Is
header.
it supposed to rain?
I don't think so.
I know it's going to rain sometime this week. It's going to rain on Sunday. Sunday and Monday it's raining. So hopefully it doesn't come sooner. Because then they'll cancel it again. And I think that's it. If they cancel it this week,
that's it.
That's it. No more. So we're gonna go to kickball tomorrow, and then Saturday Chilo's doing work, and then Sunday we're gonna go to church, and then the boys are playing hockey again, so we're gonna go watch them, and then depending on what time we get out of there, maybe we'll go to Knott's for the last 2 hours or something. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but. Yeah, like I said, busy weekend. So, Chilo, if we ever had the chance to do that again for the hockey, would you do it?
I think I would. This time, the reason I didn't want to do it this time is because we parked like 2 blocks away in a parking lot, and they said that they only stay open 1 hour after the game, and the ice skating is for an hour, and so we could have stayed for an hour, but I knew that if I had to leave, you know, I was gonna have to go right away while they were in the ice, and so I was like, man, if I go in, like, yes, I can go in for a little bit, but then I'm gonna have to rush out of here. And sure enough, when we left, I had to run because it was already gonna be an hour, and we were like the last 2 cars. There was only like 2 cars left, and the guy was literally waiting. As soon as I left, they closed the gate, and so they were like, you know, once an hour passes after the game ends, we close the gates. And so I didn't want to risk leaving the car there, having to stay in the car there and come back the next day and get it. Like, you know, that would have been a super huge hassle for us.
Yeah.
And then we would have to take the bus home and all kind of other stuff. And
No.
downtown gets a little crazy sometimes.
Yeah.
But no, we could probably ask somebody to pick us up.
No, Rob was still there. So we could have like just squeezed into his car and just gone with that. Came back home with them because they live really close by. But yeah, the hassle of doing that.
You know, going through all of that stuff. I didn't want to risk leaving the car, and we didn't know that we were going to be able to go down and do that. And so if not, we would have parked at the Staples Center, but we parked across the street from it. And so that's why I was like, nah, you know what? You go, and if you want to stay with the kids, I'll go get the car. I'll come back and pick you guys up. So it's not that I didn't want to do it, but I was just like, if I have to leave, I'm going to run over there, and they can stay and wait for me, and then we'll meet up after. So
no, we still had to run because by that time I was telling Chilo, like, I wasn't able to skate, so I went around like maybe four times.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, like, let's just go because I knew we only had like 15 minutes to get to the car, and I'm like, let's just leave already because like it's hard for me to skate anyway, so we could just leave. And he was like, okay, let's go. But after I took the skates off, my feet felt like jelly. Like, I'm like, yeah, I can't run. You run and I'll catch up to you. And so I was trying to catch up to Chilo.
So you stayed back with Rex.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'll see you guys over there. I took off, and then Obi's like, Dad, I'm going to go with you. And he starts running behind me. And not like I was running fast or anything, right? But I was jogging pretty fast out there because we used to have to go. It's across the street and like 2 blocks down, like a block down. But it's a long block. So, yeah, I booked it. Vámonos. And I got there, and the guy was cool. He didn't say like, oh, you know, we were about to close. But as soon as I left, there was one more car, and they closed the gate. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, we
made it right on time, yeah. Now we would have had to sleep in downtown. Jay said, laugh out loud, Henry, best Disney movie. I don't think I've ever seen it. Have you?
Which one? Team Pump and Suds?
Pump and Suds? Soul Skaters? I haven't.
I haven't.
Now I'm going to have to check it out.
No.
Gumball said, laugh out loud. Yeah, we made it right on time. But I'm really happy that we got to experience that. That was like, I told Chilo, I'm like, I'm going to be daydreaming about this for like at least a week. Because being out there and looking up at like the stadium, the seats, the Jumbotron, like it was so freaking cool. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. And Chilo kept telling me like, go live. I'm like, I could barely skate. How am I gonna go live? No. Yeah, but it was an awesome experience, and I'm really happy I got to do it. I would definitely do it again if we had the chance to. But I can't wait to get back on the ice. Hopefully we can find some skates and get back in there. And now I regret not doing it when we went to the Snoopy museum. I should have done it over there.
Yeah, you should have done it over there. We would have all gone in and had a great time.
Yeah.
So I guess you have to go back, huh?
Yes.
Oh.
I definitely want to go back. So how going into what JJQ had mentioned earlier, that Forever 21 is closing. Joann's is closing, guys. I am so Chilo. I'm so sad about
One less
it.
place for us to shop.
That makes me sad.
Don't touch.
Yeah, you can't drink that. We got Doom in the house.
What's
Welcome
up,
in,
Doom?
Doom.
Rex, don't touch it.
Hortensia said definitely go back. Right? It is so freaking cool over there. The rink is freaking amazing. The fact that they have Snoopy and the Peanuts characters everywhere just makes it so much better. I told Chilo, I'm like, we have to go back at the end of the month. Like, we have. I mean, at the end of the year. At least at the end, by the end of the year. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Henry said, dance time. Are you dancing today, Chilo?
Dance time.
You know what? The boys did want to dance. So before we go into the sad news of stores closing, let's do a little dance.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Obi, are you going to dance today? I lost my dinosaur.
Where is it?
I don't know. The boys were playing with it. Give me the one that's up there, because I don't know where they put the other one. All right.
All right, you guys ready?
You guys ready for a little dance? Oh, wait. Rex is coming.
Let's go, Rex.
Okay,
Ready.
before we dance, I got to show you guys his little dance buddy. Okay, ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3. I love it.
Yeah! Well, put the Chilo emojis if you want to dance and we get to 30 likes.
30 likes, said Obi. We'll do another dance.
Thank you, buddy.
Can I see Rexy?
Do 10,
No.
That's not for you.
20.
Can I see it? Can I see your Woodstock? Val gave this to Rex for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, he
And
gave
it-
me a Valentine's Day.
And it has a little squeaker. And
Yeah,
Rex
it
was
had
like,
a little squeaker.
Rex was like, oh, this is for my Whiskey Wednesday. And he started dancing. He came into the room and he's like, hey. It was so freaking cute. As you can tell, he has taken it everywhere because it's already super dirty.
All messed up already, man.
Oh,
He
a big
literally
tape.
takes it everywhere. He took it
Throw it in
to
the
the
trash.
game last night, and while he was cheering, he was like, "Go Kings, go! Beep 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 beep! Go Kings, go! Beep 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 beep!"
That was adorable.
Yeah, it was so
Go,
cute.
go. Beep, 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 beep.
He's so funny. Hortensia said, "Wait, Forever 21 is closing all of
Yes.
them.
Yes.
All of them.
As of now, they filed for bankruptcy and they have reported that all stores are closing. So unless some miracle investor comes in and saves them, they might keep some of them open. But as of now, it doesn't look like it. So all Forever 21 stores are closing. You might be able to get some good deals right now. They have
We just went and it was only
discounts.
10%.
Yeah, they have discounts.
But they have a lot
But
of
different
stuff.
stores have different discounts. So some stores that I guess are closing sooner are having, you know, bigger discounts than other stores that are staying open longer. So depending on where you are, different stores are gonna close at different time periods. So
Yeah. Hortensia also said, Joanne is closing too. All of them? Yes.
yep.
So
Yep.
at first they were waiting to see if someone was gonna help them, like buy them out,
Through bankruptcy.
so they can keep the stores open. No one came forward. They didn't get any buyers. So then they said, okay, we're just gonna close some of the stores and keep some open. I think they said,
Like the non-performing
500
stores,
stores, yeah.
the low traffic stores.
and it turns out, like, I think sometime this week they announced that they were just gonna close all of them. And that makes me so sad because I absolutely love going to Joanne's. Like, I was literally telling you guys, I think last week, that, yeah, that's his other Snoopy that dances too.
Right there. Don't look.
Well, you gotta show them. All right, buddy. I was literally just telling you guys about it, how I prefer going to Joann's to buy fabric because downtown is such a hassle. And there's so many Joann's around the area. Don't have to worry about parking. They always have so much fabric everywhere. Like, you can choose different types of fabric.
We got blown up paper.
Rexy.
That's his other little Woodstock.
There fluffies in there.
There's fluffies in there.
Yeah.
And look, as you can see, this
It's all jacked up already, man. It was nice and yellow, now it's nice and brown.
Yeah.
All his stuffies are very loved. He takes them everywhere, and he plays with them all the time. So they're not dirty; they're loved.
So you could, what would name? Bye.
And that's it. Okay, he said bye. So yeah, I'm so sad about Joann's closing, and I'm sad that I was like, okay, fine, I guess some, but no, they just announced that they're closing all of them. What are you drinking? Cause that smells so good. I'm like tempted to take a sip, but I will not.
Little champagne.
JJQ said Hortensia, yes, and if not yet, it will be. Yeah, they're actually already closing. They're already liquidating. So no more coupons. You can't use your coupons. The sales are like basic sales.
Final sales.
Yeah, final sale. I think today or tomorrow is the last day to use gift cards. Like, if you have any gift cards, today or tomorrow is the last day. You can't use them anymore. What else? No returns. No more returns and no exchanges. So literally everything is final sale. Hortensia said, so sad. Yeah. Gumball said, I love Joann's. I know, me too. I literally go there almost once a week, at least twice a month. I'm literally there at least twice a month. That's messed up, huh? Gumball said, it's so crazy that a lot of good
There's
memories...
an Obi book.
That's where we have all our half projects from. We
Why?
go buy stuff. Oh, I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make that. And then what do we have? Half made this and half made that.
Yeah. Yeah, we catch up with the chat.
Rex.
This is Obi. This is Obi book.
That is Obi's book. He just got it, and now he's starting his little journal.
Yeah.
Gumball said, it's so crazy that a lot of good memories are leaving us, going out of business. I know. That's what makes me even more sad. JJQ said, mine is closing, so get in your shopping now while you still can. I agree. JJQ put the dancing emojis. Gumball said, so cute. Hortensia put the Chilo emojis. Henry said, hey, 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 hey. Gumball said, laughing out loud. Oh my goodness. Aw. How cute, said Gumballs. Isabel, we got Isabel in the house.
Isabel.
Welcome in, Isabel. She said, my bad, cleaning up my kitchen to not leave a mess. No worries.
All good, Isabel.
Gumball said, pretty soon we won't have any stores. I know. JJQ said mine was 10%.
Yeah, so it's
for
still early.
Joann's or for Forever
Probably
21.
Forever 21.
Yeah, because ours was still 10% too. Isabel said Joanne is on liquidation already. I know, it makes me so sad. Henry said, laugh out loud, Chilo is all excited.
Not for that?
No. No dancing for that. I lost it. Oh, here it goes. Isabel said, hello guys. Gumball said, that's why they said about the 99 cent. Supposedly someone was buying the stores to save them, then they said a few stores, then they decided to close all the stores.
Yeah, so that's what happens in bankruptcy. There's interest that goes out, and then there's potential buyers that come in. They see the numbers, they see the stores, they see how they're performing, and they either make a bid or they do proposals. But if they don't come to an agreement, then they go from saying some of them are closing to all of them are closing if they don't get the numbers that they want.
Did you open? It look much characters. Much dumb characters.
Yeah, Jay said had to change Aiden's diaper and he heard the dancing and yelling and stood up mid diaper change. I love it. Henry said, "Poor Aiden." Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Aiden. He wants to be part of the party.
You could be all a characters.
Yeah.
You could, you mean, you the pencil to draw a character.
That's
Go get
right.
your pencil, buddy.
JJQ said it makes sense why Michael's is getting into fabric now. I went there and they have a fabric section. They have a section for fabric. Yes. So I was telling Chilo about it. I said, I think Michael's already knew and they slowly started bringing in the fabric. I think they started bringing in the fabric maybe in September, August of last year. And I told Chilo, I'm like, what the heck? They've always sold fabric, but they've sold like the quarter.
It was just small quantities. It was just the little small pieces, huh?
Yeah, they were like 12 by 12 pieces. So like literally a square. And now they have bolts. Like they have like by the yard. They sell it by the yard now. And I was telling Chilo, I'm like, why are they selling fabric? This is weird. And then boom, Joanne says that they're closing, and I'm like,
yeah, they probably got notified. And they were probably shopping other craft stores for bidders on purchasing, either their inventory or purchasing their stores. And I'm sure they reached out to Michael's. I'm sure they reached out to Hobby Lobby. I'm sure they probably reached out to, who knows, even Walmart, because Walmart sells a lot of that stuff too.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, Walmart stopped selling fabric by the yard already too. Like now, they just sell the yard pre-cut.
Oh, that's
so
right.
yeah, like so they have a section for like 1 yard, 2 yards, and 5 yards, I think. So you can buy it that way. And I know Walmart did that because you would stand at the cutting counter for an hour and no one would ever come. So
pushing the dang little button and nobody ever showed up.
So I think that's why they ended up doing it that way. But I doubt that they'll go back into selling it by the yard. Unless they have someone specific to like literally sit there and stay there and not move. Which they usually did. But I don't think it worked out. Anyway, Michael's is not big of a store to carry that much fabric. Or at least as much fabric as Joann's did. So yes, they may have a section, because even then, when I was gonna buy some, and I'm like, where do they cut it? Because there's no cutting counter.
Yeah.
Like, do you just take it to the front and they kind of semi-cut it in the front?
I drew Toy Brown.
You did. Let me see. Wow.
It's that Toy Brown.
That's so good. That's a good drawing. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. JDQ said Forever 21 was 10%. Yeah, so ours was 10% too.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the 30%.
Yeah.
Because I already eyed some stuff that I hope
stuff.
will still be there when I go back.
Which is crazy because way back when,
Isa says, hi, Ray.
Forever 21 was only women. They only sold women clothes. And now they have men's clothes also. And so it's crazy to me that they probably just didn't get with the online sales and with the current times of social media marketing and stuff like that, because they went from selling just only women to men and women, and it looked like they were doing good for a while. and they were opening stores, and their stores were like 2 stories when they used to be little stores, and it looked like it was going in the right direction, but I don't know, maybe they just didn't do their marketing well, or they just didn't attract the right people. Who knows what happened? Mismanagement.
That I feel like a lot of stores get too excited and then they overstock. And then the thing is that
They
it's
expand
always
too
a
fast.
trend. It's always a trend, you know? So look, when I was younger, Juicy Couture was like the biggest thing, right? And then they opened stores, they sold a bunch, and everyone was buying. Everywhere you look, people were wearing the Juicy Couture pants with the juicy on the butt. I was about to say. And then the purses, the wallets, everything. And then they had to close everything down. All the stores closed. There was no more stores. They're all closed. There was one in Pasadena. That's the one we used to go to all the time. They closed down. And now all of a sudden, Juicy Couture is back.
Yeah, but
everyone's like...
It's not in the... They're selling them... It's not in their own stores.
No.
Now it's in stores like Ross or TJ Maxx or all of the stores where everything goes after.
Joann's has
some
Juicy Couture fabric.
So everyone was like, I guess, purchasing the rights to sell it. I don't know.
I don't know. But what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, stores, I think, and I don't know too much about business, but they get excited, they overstock because people are buying, but it's a trend. People move on, and then there's a new trend, and then there's a new trend, and people are like constantly moving. So now they're stuck with all this merchandise that they can no longer sell because people already moved on to the next trend.
I think they just expanded too fast, and they overspent. Like they expand too fast.
Yeah.
There's too many stores. The overhead is huge. The rents in these retail spaces skyrocketed.
Oh yeah, that
and
too.
So that I'm sure played a part in it. And like you said, I think they just bought too much stuff. Like there was just too much stuff and not enough demand. And when that happens, you know, we see these bankruptcy filings happen and these stores go away.
And Forever 21 has been around forever.
Yeah, but much like happened to a lot of other stores. Remember, Anchor Blue was really hot. Billabong is now closing too. Remember Billabong, Volcom, all these stores like that used to be like super popular 15-20 years ago are no longer popular. Like there's new trends now. There's new stores, new brands, and so that's what happens.
Yeah. Jay said he was all curious. We're gonna have to do a little dance for him again. He could join the party. Isa said, hello, Rex and Obi. Gumball says, sad how times have changed. I 100% agree. Henry said, true, Gumballs. And speaking of, while I continue catching up with the chat, I do want to start a poll. And because me and Rob were like arguing about this earlier. And if you had to bring one back, Chilo bought me a new keyboard and I do not like it. If you... It's so tiny, look.
Yeah, it's so tiny.
I like it, but I don't like it because it's so tiny.
Yeah,
If you had to bring one back, which would you choose? We're gonna do Toys R Us or Blockbuster. Was it? Let me double check. And I'll catch up with the chat right now too. Let me see. Where is it? Yeah. Okay. So go ahead and vote while I catch up with the chat because I am very curious to see which one you would want back. No, Rex. Ahí está el niño. Stop closing the door. JJQ said Michael's like Joanne's is kicking the bucket. We need their fabric. Oh my gosh, I know. Isabel said Walmart is gonna start making some sales again. Yep, they sure are. Gumball said, I know, Henry. Isabel said, woohoo, Rex. Henry said, laugh out loud. Good luck pressing that button in Walmart. You would have to press it like a couple days before. Yes, that's so true. Hortensia said, Rex, thanks for sharing your picture. Hortensia likes your picture.
Thank you.
We got Juan O'Mac attacks in the house. Welcome in, friend. He said, hey, Chilo and Dee, Rex, and Obi, and all my friends in the chat. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us today. Isabel said, Henry, want a chair and soda? I got it.
What's the dash?
Oh, that's for Daddy.
What's the dash?
Oh, that's for Obi's pattern.
Yeah, cute.
Gumball said, even Walmart isn't like it used to be. Slowly, everything is getting locked up. They're carrying less and less. I 100% agree. There was someone that posted a video of them going into Walmart, and literally everything was locked up. Like, everything in the store was locked up. There was nothing that was out for you to just grab and take to the counter. And that's horrible, right? Like, you can't enjoy shopping that way either. Having to wait around for someone to come open something it's too much. We went to Walmart one time and there was this poor guy. It was such a busy day. I think it was a weekend. And this poor guy was like non-stop running around all 5 aisles because people were waiting to get something out of the cabinet or the glass.
I call it a paper.
That's right. It's called scissors, and you don't hold them like that. You hold them like this when you're walking. And I felt so bad for him because you could tell that it was stressing him out. Just literally like, excuse me. Like, he wasn't even done taking the stuff out, and he was already like getting called by 10 other people waiting for them to take out the deodorant and who knows what else.
That's crazy.
Yeah. We got Juan O'Mac in the house.
What's up, Juan? Thank you for joining us, man.
Everyone's saying hi to Juan O'Mac. Hortensia said, D, for real, I had to pinch myself like, what? What year is it? Oh, wait, what year is it? Yeah, it's crazy. JJQ said, Forever 21 didn't keep up with the times. Also, the CEOs are always at fault. I heard they were sued and been boycotted back in the day. It hurt their sales and they closed. Yeah. It sucks, right? I grew up going to Forever 21. So
all the old stores, right? Like all the old stores that we grew up with, Circuit City, Toys R Us, Blockbuster, Hollywood Movie, like all of the classic stores are gone, and more are going to follow. And it's just the way it goes. If you don't keep up with the times, if you don't adjust to the market, and attract new clients or attract new customers in a way that's going to keep your business moving forward, then that's where it ends for you.
Yeah. JJQ's. Oh, I did read that one. Juan said, I bought a shirt a couple days ago from Forever 21. Gonna miss that store. To be honest with you, I hardly go into that store anymore. But we went in there because we had to go through it to get to the store we were looking for. And I saw a few things that I want to go back for. If you guys don't know, Compton has they're called the Compton Cowboys.
It's a group.
And like a club, and or I guess the Compton Cowboys, right? They go horseback riding. They come out in the parade, and I didn't know that they had a clothing line selling at Forever 21.
It's
And
like colored paper.
good job, buddy.
So it goes
And I told Chilo, oh, I need this jacket, and I'll post a video on it because
It was a really clean jacket.
oh my god! And they had for women and men, and even Obi was like, I want the shirt because they had for kids too.
Yeah, I thought they only had shirts and hats because that's all I had seen.
Oh, I didn't see a hat.
Yeah, they're cowboys. Well, I've seen a couple. I follow them on Instagram, and I've seen a couple of them have hats and have shirts. So I was like, oh, maybe they sell custom shirts and custom hats. But I had no idea they have pants, they have shirts, they have jackets, they had a sweater, I think. They had a bunch of different
A
things.
jean jacket.
Like,
I want the
it was-
jean jacket.
It was pretty clean, and so I didn't know they had that, and we're probably gonna go check it out.
Yes, I want that jacket so bad. Henry said, seeing all these empty buildings like the Sears at the Lamo Mall is really sad. Yeah. Yeah, and the overhead is just too expensive. Like, it's... I remember when I was working at Joann's, I was really close to the managers. Like, I was always with the managers. And they were talking about it, that they were trying to... The lease was coming up, like, for them to renew the lease. And the mall was trying to charge them more, you know, because every year they up the price. And they were arguing about how it wasn't fair that they were trying to up the price when the other side of the mall was the most expensive side. So I know me and Isa had talked about this in the live before, where on the other side of the mall, it's
All the new
Pandora,
stuff. Yeah, all the new stuff.
the Swarovski store, all the fancy stores. You know, they have a Coach side, or
They have an Apple.
they have the app. No, I don't think they have an Apple. All the fancy stores, the high end stores, on the other side of the mall. On the side of the mall where Joann's is at,
It's dead.
there's nothing.
It's dead. It's
Literally,
all
especially
little
back then.
shops. You know,
There's a Burlington. There was
That's the biggest
Burlington,
store.
Joann's, and Oz. That was the biggest stores on that side. And I think Macy's was still open. Is it Macy's? Was it Macy's? Henry, help me out. Or JCPenney. I think it was JCPenney. And that's it. And she was like, no one even comes to this side of the mall. Why would they be charging us so much more? Because all the high-end stores are on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what ended up happening, but I remember that they were arguing about that. Wow, good job.
Good job,
you
buddy.
did it. Okay, now we have to glue them, okay?
Okay. I killed by a glue.
Okay.
we'll get it for
Might
you
be
later.
done where.
Let me see. JJQ said more room to play Mario Kart in the malls. I know, right? Gumball says, I know, Henry. JJQ said, oh man, that's hard. Jay said, Blockbuster for sure. Gumball says, oh my goodness, trying to get someone at Walmart to unlock cases, nightmare. Yes.
It sure is.
Sometimes they're like super quick about it, but there's times where they're just like, no one has the key. No one ever has the
only
key.
time they're quick is if somebody's there with the key.
Paper.
But when nobody's there with the key,
I killed by a glue.
nobody knows who has the key.
Yeah.
Oh, try this person. Oh, they call this person. Oh, I don't have the key. Who has the key? Nobody ever knows where the key is at. So it remains a mystery.
Hortensia
Who they assign
said,
the key to?
sorry. Hortensia said Toys R Us. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna look at the poll right now. Let me catch up with the chat and then I'll look at the poll. Holy moly. Oh my gosh, I am super backed up with the chat. I am sorry. Let me catch up hella fast. Thank you guys so much for lighting up the chat. You guys are super amazing. JJQ said, Henry, mini golf carts. They do that in Japan where they throw plushies of the turtle and stuff. I've seen that. That is so freaking cool. Juan O'Mac said Toys R Us. He said, I miss the stores from the 90s. Me too. Henry said, and then someone get there with a damn attitude. Like, you know what? I don't want it. Pa' que se le quite. Yeah. I know, that's so true. Gumball said, I never in a million years think Walmart would have things locked up. Empty buildings, stores that have been around for generations would no longer exist. Yeah. And that's online for you too. Like, everyone is buying online so that, you know, it brings down the sales for stores. Gumball said, online buying may be putting people out of business. Yeah, see, there you go.
I think that's part of it. You know, part of it is the convenience of shops like Amazon, shops like now TikTok shop, and people just doing things online. A lot of people have Shopify stores, and you just, it's just a convenience now of not having to go to a physical location, drive there, park, get out, go to the store, da-da-da. And so sometimes you just get a better deal online, and that's what happens.
Yeah. Henry said, never shopped at Forever 21. They didn't cater to big bags like me. Yeah. But now they do. Now they have everything. But now they're going out of business.
Yeah.
So, ya pa que. We got Paula in the house. She says, just stopping by to say hello, everyone. Hello, Obi and Rex. Hello, Dee and Sheila.
Hey, Paula. Thank you for stopping by.
But I demolished that like button. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much, Paula. We appreciate it.
JGQ says, look at Party City. That's their fault for sure. The CEO was too confident about the stores. They put stocks in themselves, 500 million, and then they cut off the people who supplies them the party.
Yeah.
No,
yeah. A lot of this is really poor management. It's poor leadership. It has a lot to do with that. I think the CEOs know that it's coming, and they want to line their pockets and just have a healthy exit for them. They don't really care about the employees, and it really sucks for a lot of employees that have been working in these places for a long time, because you know that's how they made a living, and for them to be closing just like that, it's really sad. It's really sad for the employees that work there.
Yeah. We got, oh my gosh, hi, welcome in.
Hello.
Said, hello, I'm from Japan. Welcome in from Japan. I absolutely love Japan. I cannot wait to come visit one day, hopefully soon. Hortensia says, Henry, online, they had bigger sizes. Yeah. JJQ says, supplies, it was a big mess. Is why they are closing. For Party City, yeah. They said, my name is Kuri Motoki. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too.
Nice
Welcome
to meet
in.
you too.
Thank you so much for being Kuri Motoki.
Hope we're pronouncing that right.
I hope I'm saying that right.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. They said, I like Disney. Thank you. We love Disney. Tokyo Disneyland. Yes.
Oh,
Tokyo Disneyland is absolutely amazing.
One day we will be there because it is on our bucket list.
Yes, I feel like Tokyo Disney has nothing on Disneyland.
On the original Disneyland.
Yeah, like Tokyo Disney is just top notch. I cannot wait to go there eventually one day. That's always been my dream since I was in high school. Well, since I was in high school, not always, but since I was in high school, like that's the one place that I have always wanted to visit. Everything is just so amazing, and it actually makes me happy that Disneyland here is now slowly starting to carry stuff like that. Like all of the fun merchandise. I can't wait.
Yeah, it seems like over there in Japan they have. I mean, in Tokyo they have better merchandise. Like
Oh,
they
yeah,
always
for
have
sure.
some different things. They always have like better
Fun
hats,
stuff,
better
yeah.
fun stuff, more like creative stuff, and so I hope they bring that up on over here.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. Let's see. Thank you guys as well for being so welcoming. You guys are always so amazing. Toby said, "What's up, Dee, Chilo, and everyone?
What's
Hello,
up, Toby? Hope you're doing well.
Thank you so much for being here. Welcome in. I know I'm like super backed up with the chat, but thank you guys so much for being so patient." Henry said there was Robinson's May.
Oh man, I completely forgot about Robinson's May.
That's crazy.
The other one that we were talking about, the one that Gloria orders from.
Montgomery Ward. Montgomery Ward is still in business though.
They're
just
online.
online
They're
only.
online.
Yeah, that's crazy. So the fact that they're still in business blows my mind. Gumball says, right, Chilo? Henry said merged with Macy's. Oh, is that what happened?
I completely forgot about Robinson's
Me
May.
too. Everyone's saying hi to Toby as well. Thank you guys so much. I'm heading to Phoenix tomorrow. Nice. Have an awesome trip. Hortensia says, does anyone know if all the party cities are closed now?
They're not closed yet.
No, but they're slowly, like, they're not getting any more merchandise. So they're, like, slowly just, what's there is there,
Yeah.
and that's
It's
it.
all gonna go, and they're not closed yet. We just passed by the one by our house not too long ago, a few days ago.
Yeah.
And it was still open. People are still going in. People are still coming out with stuff. So they still had a few things, but I think it depends on the location also. If there was a more heavier traffic location, you know, things might be going faster. So it just depends on the location.
Yeah. And I don't know what their sales are right now at the moment.
We didn't go in, so
No, but my friend had just gone in, I think last month, and she said they were still at 30% or 20%. So it wasn't like big sales yet. The one here in Compton is still like almost fully stocked. I drove by it and it looked like they were like they still had a lot. Yeah, they still had a lot. Gumball says, I think so, Hortensia. Gumball said Tokyo Disneyland is awesome. It sure is. I dream about it some days. Like that I actually am there. It's so funny because I dreamt that when I went with 2 kids, and this was before I had Rex. So I'm like, maybe soon we'll get to go.
Maybe soon we'll get to go.
Maybe my dreams will come true. Juano Max says, I actually heard they opened a Toys R Us somewhere in the United States, but doesn't have that same original store feeling. Yes.
They're inside the
Macy's.
Inside Macy's. So
Yeah.
Macy's has now, I guess, I don't know if they acquired the rights to it, but they have a section inside of the Macy's store where it's Toys R Us products and Toys R Us things. And so a lot of the Macy's stores are carrying it. I'm not sure if they're trying to bring them back to have like their own store eventually, but they have a section inside of Macy's that does that.
Yeah. Gumball said, yes, they do have really neat merchandise in Japan. Definitely. There was a time before we had Rex that I would like order stuff from Tokyo Disney and just get it shipped over. I was like, I do not care that the shipping is a little more expensive than I would like to pay for, but I was a little bit obsessed with.
It's more cool. It's
Yeah.
more cool over there.
Yeah. Okay, I'm almost caught up with the chat, so we can stop the what is it?
The poll.
The poll. Yeah, there you go.
I think we have a clear winner.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it yet. Juano Max says, oh yeah. Gumball says, yes, they do have really neat merchandise. I'm sorry. Toby said, Hortensia, the ones in Phoenix are closed. When I checked, could be the same for Cali. Oh, okay. Hortensia says, really? That's crazy. Never knew that. MW.
Montgomery Wards.
Oh, Montgomery Wards. Yeah. I'm like, MW. Yeah, they're still open. And the only reason I know is because Chilo's coworker, she orders from there and she sends it to the kids. And when I received the package, I was like,
It said
Montgomery
Ward.
Ward.
On it, and I was like, what?
So I looked it up because my parents used to shop. That was like Walmart for them. They sold everything.
That was like Curacao.
Yeah. And so I looked it up, and yeah, sure enough. Granted, though, things are more expensive through Montgomery Ward.
Yeah.
But they still offer layaway or whatever that's called. So maybe that's how they stay in business. I don't know. That and they don't have the
Physical stores
where they have to spend on
overhead rent and stuff like that.
Yeah. Toby said, thanks, guys. Gumball said, I miss Radio Shack too.
Man, Radio Shack was the business. That was
Yes,
an
it
electronic
was.
store.
Yes.
That's where you went to go get all your electronics, all your adapters, all your hookups, telephones. They used to sell everything electronic there.
Hortensia said, yes, I saw the Toys R Us section at my Macy's, and let me say,
Wah, wah, wah.
yeah, I know. It makes me so sad.
There's the little sections that they have with a little bit of toys here and there.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
No,
it's not the same.
not the same.
You don't get the same feeling as you do when you walked into the Toys R Us store. Remember the one by where you used to live? Oh man, it was a huge store. It was ginormous.
Funny story of Toys R Us. My mom lost me in Toys R Us when I was a little girl. I didn't want to leave. I think I asked her to buy me a toy and she said no. So I just sat there and played with it as long as I could before we had to leave. And I think she was frustrated and was like, okay, I'm leaving. And I'm going to leave you here if you don't get up. And I was like, okay, bye. So she walked away, went to the next aisle.
Thinking you were going to follow her.
Thinking I was going to get up and go with her, which I did, but it took me a minute. So I think like by the time she came around and came back to like look into the aisle, I was gone. And because I looked and I was like, oh shoot, she really did leave.
We will look at a
So I ended up leaving. I walked out the store and I was literally walking home. We didn't have a car, so we would walk there all the time. And my dad used to love going to Toys R Us, so he would take us there all the time. And I walked out. I was leaving, and once I got to the parking lot, the security guard, he already knew me because he would always talk to my parents. Like, they would always say hi to each other. And the security guard was like, Areli, like, where are you going? And I was like, home. My mom left me, so I'm going to walk home. He's like, no. You can't walk home by yourself. Let's go look for your mom. And I was like, no, she left. She said because I didn't want to get up that she was going to leave me. And so she left. And the other security guard was so pissed. He was like, what do you mean? How can she do that? Da, 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 da. So they made me stay. They asked me where we were last. I was like, Toys R Us. And they were like, oh my gosh. So here comes, like, I don't know how long I was there. I think my mom was running around the Toys R Us trying to find me. And I guess finally gave up and walked out the store. And I don't remember exactly, but I think she saw me standing there with the security guards, and she ran up and was like, oh my God. And that was, I thought she left me, so I was going to walk home. I don't remember how old I was. I was probably like 6 years old. Let me go back up here. Toby said there is like small pop-up Finish Line stores inside a bigger store here in Arizona. Did they close too?
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to end the poll already. I know I've been yapping over here.
You're a yapper.
I am a yapper. I cannot believe that Toys R Us won. I honestly thought Blockbuster was going to win. I'm going to take a picture. Oh, can we take a screenshot from here?
I think so.
Rob is going to be so happy. He's going to be like, ha ha ha, I told you. He's going to rub this in my face for a while. Wow. Alright, guys. Toys R Us wins. I do love Toys R Us. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Toys R Us. But I have a lot of good memories with Chilo at Blockbuster. So for me, I had to go with Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss Radio Shack too.
Radio Shack was the deal.
Henry said Macy's also has Finish Line shoe store. I don't see those stores around anymore either. I haven't seen it in a while too, actually.
I honestly, I don't remember the last time I saw a Finish Line store.
Me neither. Gumball says I have Nightmare Before Christmas merch from Japan. Ooh, I bet it's super nice too.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Toy Story merch. That's what I used to order, Toy Story from Japan. Toby says, Henry, you read my mind. And Hortensia says, that was the store for sure. My parents loved Montgomery Ward. Yeah,
man,
mine too.
That was like the weekend outing
Yes.
for a lot of stores. Like,
Yes.
oh, we're not going to go to the mall. We're going to go to Montgomery Ward.
Yeah.
Because they had everything there, right? It was like a Circus City type of thing. They had all
Yes.
kind of things.
Yes. Hortensia says the Barbie section, the Lego section, the little cars you can ride in, all the bikes. Miss Toys R Us. My son would have loved it. I 100% agree, Hortensia. Do you guys remember where they had like the little houses? The big
The playhouses?
the playhouses, yeah. And they had all of them, like literally the whole
Lined up,
aisle. Yeah. And they were right next to the cars. And you could go in there, and my dad would literally take me in there, and we would play there for hours. And we would just, and my dad would just stand at the end of the aisle just watching us play in these little houses for an hour or
It
two.
was a free playground. That's what it was.
Yes. And those are the memories that I have. That you're right, Hortensia. I wish that the boys would have had that too.
It would have been nice for them to experience that.
Obi got to experience Toys R Us before they closed, but they closed shortly after. Like, he doesn't remember anymore. I
Yeah.
think he was maybe 3 years old when they closed. What year was it that they closed? Do you guys remember when they
I don't
closed?
remember what year it was.
Because we still got the car, the land speeder.
When they were closing, we got the land
speeder was on sale, and I ended
the
up
Star
buying
Wars
it.
land speeder.
I will never get rid of that land speeder because that's the last thing we bought at Toys R Us. Juan Max says,
We
I
are gonna
remember
get rid of it.
no. Gumball says, right, Hortensia, and Juan says, I remember the Mervyn store.
That store's closed in 2021, so Obi was like 4.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
Juan said KB Toys was another toy store that I missed. I absolutely used to love KB Toys. Excuse me, don't do that.
But this is not working.
Okay, but
You
you
have to
don't
be
hit
patient.
yourself
You
with
have to
it.
be patient.
Toby said Arizona needs to have Disney stores again, and there's none anymore here. Yeah, there's none here.
Yeah, they closed all of them.
Yeah,
huh?
they closed all of them. The only things we have are the outlet stores. We have 2 outlet stores. One here in
Anaheim?
where the casino, the Commerce,
Oh, in Commerce.
and then we have one in Camarillo.
Mm.
I don't know if there's another one, but those are the 2 that I know for sure. JJQ said, I go to the Toys R Us section at Macy's. It's okay. Sadly, what I have to realize, no one wants to play with toys anymore. Those kids today is just iPads, and toys are geared as us collectors. That's a great point, and I actually agree with you. Obi and Rex don't really ask for toys.
No, well, first, we didn't get them used to wanting toys or bought them a whole lot of toys. A lot of the toys that they have were gifts to them because, honestly, I know what toys do, and they play with them for a few hours, maybe a day or 2, and after that, they end up in the back of the car, they end up in the driveway, in the
Or
front lawn,
broken.
they break them. Like, toys are really like in the moment excitement when you get it, but after that, excitement's gone, it's done with. And we've experienced that with many things that the toys that the kids have gotten as toys, and so we really don't go out to set and say, oh, let's get this toy for the kids, let's get this toy for the kids. Like, no, because I know that it's gonna end up broken, it's gonna end up in pieces, it's gonna end up outside, it's gonna end up here or there, and at the end of the day, we're like, man, we're just throwing money away. But they do enjoy the toys, they play with them, and they make good use of them. But most of them now, we've donated a lot of them, we've gifted a lot of them, and it's just been like, you know, it's not worth it to get toys anymore.
We do like giving them more experiences, right? So like when they get money for like Christmas or birthday or whatever, most of the time what we do, like they put it in their piggy bank, and then we use that to take them somewhere. So we use that to take them to like the Wolf Lodge, you know, or we'll use it to take them to where do they like to go? Like,
well, we've used it for Nods. We've used it
like
when we went
sometimes at Knott's,
any
like
trip that we take.
They want to buy like Obi got his
the
hat, you know.
The hat.
And then Rex just got a little Lego set, so I got him that. You know, like little things like that is what we end up using that money for. You know, like we don't really take them to Target and say, oh, like go nuts and buy whatever toy. Yeah. Like we try to do more of an experience, or we'll tell Obi like, okay, today we're gonna go to the park where they have a train. Like you can use your money for that, you know. Right now, Obi hasn't been wanting to use his money for anything. He's just been saving it, and he says that he wants to save it because he wants to go to the Madonna Inn.
So he wants to take a little vacation. Usually, we do a yearly trip to the Madonna Inn. And for those of you that don't know, it's a themed hotel, and we usually go there every year, and every room is different. So every time we go there, we stay in a different room, and we get a different experience from it. And the kids love it because
of the pool.
The pool, we're there all day, and they have jacuzzi, and like
they get to see the horses.
It's a fun experience overall.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something we aim to do, more experiences than stuff. And so we really want to put that in them that, you know, stuff is okay to have, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but experiences are more memorable. If you gift them something for Christmas that's a toy or something, they're not going to remember it as much as if you go somewhere with them and they have that memory that you went there. And so that's what we try to do with them. Yeah.
Let me go back into the chat. JJQ says, Juan, I agree. Eminem says, I love Toy Story Pizza Planet. Yes, me. I am absolutely obsessed with Toy Story 2. That is one of my top favorite movies from when I was a kid. I've always loved it. I used to have the room fully decorated in Toys R Us. Toys R Us, what the hell? Toy Story. But I ended up switching it because Obi used to love Toy Story 2. And we were supposed to decorate their room Toy Story. And then we never ended up getting around to it for whatever reason or not. But I do still have all of this stuff. So I plan to bring it out and decorate their room with it still. Because Obi and Rex still love Toy Story. I think they just love Snoopy right now way more.
Yeah,
they're
they've been going a lot
with it.
to Knott's, and they've been getting plushes, and they have toys, and a lot of different little merchandise that they've been buying that's Snoopy and Peanuts related, and so they're into that now. So we'll hold off on the other things.
Yeah. Hortensia says, I remember the playhouses. Those are too cool. How could I forget? I know. Those were like my favorite part of Toys R Us. I used to love going there for that. And the miniatures, like the Polly Pockets, the Mighty something, the little toy cars. What are they? Micro Machines. Yeah, like the miniature section was my favorite. Gumball says Little Tykes Toys. There you go. That was the name of the little houses. She said loved Little Tykes. Anything. Me too. I actually have a Little Tykes playset. I'll bring it out one day. If you guys want to see all my weird toys one day, let me know and we'll do a live me sharing my toys. Chilo be here like no. JJQ said Gumball's even places like Target and Walmart has toys sitting on the shelves dusty. Ooh yeah. Gumball says, oh, I know, JJQ. They see no value there. JJQ said, Gumball's exactly. Toby said, yeah, there's only 2 that I know in Cali for outlets. Yeah. JJQ's laughing. JJQ said, it's good to save.
It
yeah,
sure
definitely. And that's something that we teach the boys too, you know? Like, we want to teach them to save. Because at first, Obi would get money and immediately he wanted to spend it on whatever. Yeah, I'm a spender. I'm sorry. I used to be really bad before
Used
Chilo. Used to. Chilo like took me down a notch, but I still like.
I didn't take you down. I brought you down to reality.
Yeah. Well, no, and that once you get married, you have a family, you have bills. When you grow up. You got things to do, right? You got things to pay. You have to put in your savings. You gotta have, So now I'm like, okay, I guess, now I'm more like, I can't just spend on whatever I want. But before, when we used to live with his mom. We didn't have bills, like just the phone. I didn't have a car. I used to take the bus everywhere, so I didn't have to worry about that. Clothes, like I wasn't really big on buying clothes, so whatever I made I would spend it until we moved to Compton and we started pitching in for the mortgage, and then that's when little by little, and then we had more bills, and then I got a car, and then we so little by little you grow up. But at the beginning I was like, I went out straight out of high school. I didn't care. I didn't have nothing to worry about.
It took a minute.
Yeah. But Chilo's always been a saver. So for him, money is like...
Mom, to get a green
I'm a non-spender. I'm a
yeah,
non-spender because I know what it is not to have.
He will wear his shirts until they have like literally a big hole. Like if they have a tiny hole,
won't buy anything for me.
He'll keep it.
I won't buy anything for me.
Hortensia says, please share. Okay, I'm going to share with you guys one day. I do get shy about it, because I'm like, no one wants to see my collection. But to be honest with you, I do get excited about sharing, like,
I can't buy
my old toys. Not, like, newer stuff, but, like, toys that I've had since I was a kid. Like, more vintage
other
toys.
little ones, too, remember?
Yeah. Like, I have a
Rex,
bunch of Star Wars miniatures. Like, well, maybe not a bunch, but I have like a good amount of Star Wars miniatures.
Yeah.
Those were like always my
What do you
favorite
need,
when
buddy?
I was a kid.
I got it dark.
No, just turn on the light.
No.
You have to do it for him. He's scared. Tell Obi to help you.
Do it yourself, buddy.
Rex is scared of the dark. JJQ said, oh yeah, I read that one. Gumball said, true, Chilo. JJQ's laughing. Juano Max says, yes, share. Okay, I'll do it one of these days. Maybe we can go.
We'll have a little section of the live where she can share all her stuff.
Yeah. You know what? I have this little tin bucket that I've had since I was in middle school, I think. And it's full of toys, and I haven't opened it in a while. And I just pulled it out, and I was about to open it, and I didn't. I think I got distracted with the kids. So maybe we can open it together and share to see what's in there and what I've had buckled up in there since I was in middle school. Gumball says, it's nice to collect Peanuts characters. I was actually thinking the other day, I had bought a sheet of stamps a few years ago of all the Peanuts characters. Darn, I only have 2 stamps left.
Oh, man. And they don't make them anymore. My sister works for the post office, and we were asking her, hey, by any chance, do they still have these? Do they still carry these? And she said, nope. Those are usually a one-time collaboration or a one-time thing, and unless they do it again, like, that's it. And so if you got to buy them, keep them, because most likely you won't ever see them again.
Yeah. Yeah, so for sure, I have Star Wars, because when they did Star Wars, I ran to go buy them. And I remember buying Peanuts, but I didn't buy the whole book, or I think I bought the whole book, but I shared it with my boss, because I remember I only had a few, like it wasn't the whole sheet, because they sold it by the sheet.
Yeah.
I think the sheet was $20 or something, and I was already buying something else. I can't remember. Anyway, I might still have one or two. I just have to go through my stuff, and I'm like gonna be so mad at myself if I threw them away, or not threw them away, but I probably like gave them away. Like like I just gave them to someone. But I remember the Peanuts one too. The Star Wars I definitely have, because I remember seeing that the other day when I was cleaning the garage. Gumball says, wish I bought more stamps. Yeah. Because at the moment, you're kind of like, ooh, it's expensive to buy them all, you know? Especially if you know you're going to collect them and not use them. Well, at least for me, I was like, ooh, $40? Like, I can't. But then, now I'm like, I should have, you know? Because now, check eBay. Some people don't care, and they just sell them, and they sell them for cheaper or, like, retail price. Gumball says, I don't blame him. I don't like the dark either, Rex. Yeah, me neither. I'm scared too. Henry said, are we talking Knott's Foodie Guide or next week? Yes, we'll talk about it next week. I actually did have it on the list, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it. So for sure, we'll talk about it next week. Gumball says, now I do have a sheet of Woodstock anniversaries. Ooh, that's cool. Henry said, no, not Boysenberry Fest.
Yeah,
yes,
that's coming.
So that's the one that I wanted to talk about. But I also wanted to talk about the Peanut Celebration. Last 2 weeks. This is it. This weekend, next weekend, and it's over. We're moving on to Boysenberry. And I'm sad. I'm sad that the Peanuts celebration is done for. I wish it would have been here a little longer. Obviously, they have to get ready for Boysenberry, so
it's a Boysenberry eating pie contest. You have to eat the pie without your hands.
Yes.
Like,
so we're gonna try to ask or figure out how Chilo can sign up for the Boysenberry pie eating contest.
I'm gonna sign up too.
Obi said he wants to sign up too, so we're gonna try to figure that out because they both really want to do it, and I'm excited for that. I will not do it because I'll probably choke up there, but Chilo's really good at doing that, so we're gonna sign up for it and we'll let you guys know. Maybe we can go live for that, so we can do it live. We got Jimmy in the house.
What's up, Jimmy?
Welcome in, Jimmy. Thank you so much for being here. So there's a few things that I did want to talk about, but we're already running out of time. So, and Obi has to go to sleep because he has to wake up early tomorrow.
Because tomorrow I have music.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
Tomorrow we have a full day. Jimmy, are you playing kickball tomorrow?
Yeah, I have to go to music, and I need to finish with Snoopy crocheting.
He said, good, bro. We dominated. That's what I'm talking about. I knew you guys were going to win. I knew it. What was the score? Let us know. And let us know if you guys if you're going to be playing tomorrow. So the other thing that I did want to talk about too, it's a PSA for everyone, guys. Have you guys been getting fake text messages? I've been getting a bunch. I'm talking about at least once a day, 3 times a week for sure. And I kept telling Chilo, and the thing is that how they get me. When we went to Santa Rosa, we had to cross the bridge for San Francisco.
The toll.
Oh, the toll. Yeah, so they charge you the toll, right? And I keep getting a text message that says that I haven't paid the toll fee. And I told Chilo, I'm like, that's weird, right? Because it wasn't open. They didn't say anything about it. The booths were closed. We ended up getting a letter in the mail saying that there was a fee owed.
Yeah.
And Chilo paid it. But I continue to get these messages. I also keep getting messages that say, like, hey, what's up? How have you been? But it's from a random number. And I don't reply. And that's why I'm saying it's a PSA. Because I know, as humans, we're so freaking curious. And the curiosity of being like, hey, thank you. How are you doing? Who is this? You know? And I was telling Chilo, I'm like, they're trying to bait you to see if you're going to reply. And then once you reply, they know that it's an active number. And that's where the scary part comes in, right? So I told Chilo, I'm like, I never reply to random numbers that say, hey, how have you been? Or hey, what's up? Like, none of that. I always try to keep it, like, when I see those messages and I don't recognize the number, I immediately delete it. Henry said, yes, Dee, from Fast Track. Yes. But that's what Chilo was saying. He was like,
they wouldn't have your number.
There's
no way for them to have your number. The only thing they could have is your address because of your license plate. It captures it and it goes to the registered owner. So I did get 2 separate ones in the mail, and I was like, okay, yes. And in the notice, it includes the picture. So it includes a picture of your car and your license and when you pass. And I was like, yep, we were there that time. And it was one that we were going and ones that we were coming back. And so I got them at 2 separate times. But they were only like a few days apart. But yeah, it was only like a $7-8 charge or something like that. $10 I think it was.
Yeah.
And so I just paid it and I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. They wouldn't have your number because your car is not connected in any way to your phone number. So if you're getting these text messages, please don't click on them.
Don't click on the links.
Because these scammers are getting sophisticated and they're trying to track you and they're trying to just get some money off of you. So
yeah, you gotta watch out with those fake text messages or emails too, because there's a bunch of emails too. But I feel like the text messages are like the new thing, and that's what's even scarier. Because again, the curiosity of us humans is to say like,
who is this?
Who is this? Or hey, like
me?
I don't have your number. You know, like who's asking? Who else would ask me how am I doing? Or I hope you had a good day. You know, it's kind of like, oh, thank you, but who is this, right? So yeah, don't do it. That's my PSA for the day. We got Angel in the
What's
house.
up,
Welcome
Angel?
in, Angel. Thank you so much for being here. He
¿Cómo está,
said,
compa?
good evening, guys. Hope all is well. Hey, don't worry. The fun is about to start. The Boysenberry Fest is probably my favorite when it comes to good food. Busy day today, getting things ready. No worries,
Good,
Angel. Thank you so
good.
much for joining us. I am definitely excited for Boysenberry Fest. And we will get into talking about the menu items because they have a bunch of good stuff. I was already showing it to Chilo and I'm like, we need to start our list of what we want to eat. No, buddy, I have to fix it, okay? It's not ready yet. You have to wait.
You have to wait. You have to wait till tomorrow.
Okay, tell Obi to give you his. Okay, tell him he has to share. Yeah, we have a few things that we want to try on the menu, and so that's why I do want to talk about it next week. I did want to talk about it today, but we'll go into it next week because I want to show you guys pictures and the menu itself. There's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
A lot.
And a lot of good stuff.
Yes. So we'll definitely get into that next week. We are also going to try to go back to the peanut celebration, and we're going to do a vlog for all the food that we're going to get to try. So we definitely want to get to try the food before it's gone. We're not going to be able to go this weekend, but hopefully we'll be able to go the last day of the peanut celebration.
Yeah.
So crossing my fingers that does happen, because we do want to show you guys some of the food items that Chilo already got to try the birria burger. I still want to try it.
Good.
And I still want my tater tots.
The tater
I
tots.
gotta have my tater
tots. And the gumbo. The
Oh,
shrimp gumbo is the one I wanted
yes.
to try. And so hopefully we get to give that a try too.
Yes. Let me see. JJQ said there is a channel I watch for scams. I can send it to you. Oh yes, please do. Angel said, "What's up, compa Chilo and Dee?"
What's up, compa Angel?
Thank you so much, Angel, for being here. Angel said, "What's up, compa Henry?" Everyone's saying hi to everyone. Gumball says, "Exactly, Dee. I don't reply either." Yeah, don't do it, guys. And we'll get. I kind of want to get into it a little more, but we'll talk about it next week for sure. Because there's been a bunch of different emails and text messages that I've been getting, and I'm lightly tapping on it now because I don't want you guys to click on any of it, because I feel like sometimes we panic and we end up clicking on these links, and not good, guys, not good. Henry said, "Every time I get random text, I go straight to Google, and that's where I usually find out it's fake." Yes, and so that's what I want to get into too. Gumball says, "Thank you for the information, Dee and Chilo." You're welcome. It breaks my heart to see people get scammed, especially when they're older, and that's what I want to talk about next week too. We'll probably have a whole little section about it. Isabel said, "Heck yeah, I'm excited for the fest." Me too. I can't wait. Isabel said, "Hey Angel, buenas noches." She said, "I want to try the boysenberry syrup." I want to try the boysenberry ice cream that you told me about. And I already got to try the boysenberry coffee. It was so good. Anai put me on it, and I have not stopped getting it. Every time I go, I'm like,
Get coffee.
"Can I get a boysenberry coffee?" Isabel said, "We love tots." Yes, see, we gotta go try them. Gumball said, "Right, Henry." Henry said, "JJQ, can you send it to me?" Yes. And Juan O'Mac says, "Angel in the house. What up, my boy?" We got Bacon in the house as
What's
well.
going on, Bacon?
Welcome in, Bacon. I know you guys
Mr.
dominated
Parkins,
today. He said, "Been here the whole time. Isa was late." I know, right? I know. Gumball says, tater tots. Yes. So these tater tots have gravy. And I'm guessing it's the same gravy that they use at the Mrs. Knott's chicken. So if it's that gravy with tater tots and a piece of chicken on top, I'm in. Give me 2, please. So we'll see. Hopefully, like I said, I'm crossing my fingers that we get to go the last week, because next week is the last week. 8th and 9th is the last weekend. So I'm hoping that we get to go that weekend and try the food. Even if it's not all the food, at least the main things that we want to get.
Yeah, the few things that we want to try.
Yeah. JJQ said, "Henry, I sent the video to you if you want to know about the scams." Awesome. Thank you so much, JJQ. Isabel said, "Oh yes, the soft served ice cream. It's so good." Yeah, we're going to have to get that next time. Especially now that the days are getting hotter. I feel like it's a must. Juan O'Mac says, "Bacon in the house." Bacon coming in strong. Picking on me. I know. Never fails. Bacon said, "Hey everyone, happy Whiskey Thursday."
Happy Whiskey Thursday.
And Chilo ended up having what? Champagne today.
Yeah, I had a little bit of champagne.
He found some champagne in the fridge and he was like, "Yay or nay?" I was like, "Yay for you, so why not? Take it." It smelled real good too. I kind of wanted to take a sip, but Gonna hold off. I'm gonna stick to my 20 days. Bacon said, we actually won tonight. Laugh out loud. Like, not a moral victory. A victory.
Whoop,
What?
whoop,
That's what I'm
whoop,
talking
whoop.
about. Hey, yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Isabel said, nah. Henry said, I'm only
Read the
brave.
proof.
I'm only brave when my Tibble is here. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh, you guys crack me up. Alright guys, we are gonna call it a night. We got kickball tomorrow. I can't wait. It is the last game. We'll see what we do. And then Sunday, if we get a chance, like if we don't end up going, we do have the boys game at 5:30. And how long was the game? Like an hour?
An hour.
We'll see. If we're able to, I kind of wanted to do another live with Obi, like a crafts live, because he's been having so much fun, and we just ordered a few crafts from his school, through his school. So if we receive it by Sunday, we'll definitely try to go live Sunday night to do a little arts and crafts with Obi.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, by the way, I still haven't finished this one, but it's almost done. I just need to fill in this blue right here, and I did find a blue that I can use. I just haven't done it. So hopefully I finish this tomorrow, and we can put that aside, have a finished product, because Chilo always gets on me for it. Isabel throwing the air. Oh, we didn't do that today. JJQ said, thank you for the stream. No, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are amazing. JJQ said, yay, art night. Yes, hopefully. Gumball says, good night, everyone. Much love. Yes, thank you.
Much love to all of you.
And
Thank
before
you so
we
much.
check out, Chilo, are you going to leave us with a quote for the day?
Yeah, let me do it. All right, guys.
So before we check out, I do want to show, Chilo's going to leave us with a quote of the day.
How do you move this thing?
Right there? Yeah.
Okay. All right, here it goes. So this one goes to... There it goes, right there. So we're all trying to create a better future, and I found this to be a very interesting one. And it goes like this. So you can't create a better future without actively participating in the present. And this can go for anything in your life, whether it's relationships, finance, education, your life, anything that you have going on. If you want to create a better future, actively participate in your present, and you can have a better future.
All right.
Much
Thank you
love
so
to all
much,
of you.
Chilo.
Thank you so much for joining us again on this Thursday. And we hope to see you guys next Wednesday.
Yes, for sure. We'll be back to our regular schedule on Wednesday. I was like, is today not Wednesday?
It's not Wednesday today.
Let me just catch up with the chat really quick before we call it a night. Bacon said, Jimmy said y'all should take a shot for our victory. Go, Chilo, take a shot for them, for their victory.
I'm gonna take one.
He can waterfall. Go get your thing. You can do a waterfall real quick. JJQ said, yay, art night. Yes, hopefully. Gumball said, love the crafting lives. Oh, awesome. Okay, we're definitely going to bring that back. Like I said, hopefully we can do it Sunday night. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If not, maybe I can shoot for doing it on Monday. Henry said, I'm not getting my hopes up until I see the ball kicked. Gumba said, nice tea, thank you. Bacon said, that looks amazing, Chilo. Great job on that art, Chilo. Actually, this time it was Obi. Don't take it away from Obi. I'm just kidding. Juanomac says, thank you guys for going live. No, thank you guys for being here. You guys make it happen.
Bacon, congratulations to your team.
Wait, how do we...
Softball.
Oh, there you go. Oh, he chugged that, guys. There you go. For that win. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Juana Max says much love to you guys and all my friends in the chat. Good. God bless you all. Thank you so much. God bless you guys too. Henry said mic drop. That was a good one, Chilo. Isabel said yes. Bacon said amen to that. Gumball says amen, Chilo. I agree. Good night, y'all. Good night, guys. Thank you again so much for being here. We love you guys so much, and we will see you next Whiskey Wednesday.
Let's go. Good night, everybody. Buenas noches.